If you haven't noticed, I have been trying to expand your vocabulary and knowledge base during my videos. In this video, we're going to talk about proprioception, also called kinesthesia. Let's talk about that.
Here's your armed citizen meme of the week. Screen cap it, crop it, and send it to everyone you know.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
Now, let's get on with the content.
Proprioception is the medical term for you know where your body parts are without having to look at them. For an example, I can close my eyes, tilt my head back, extend my arm, and be able to touch the tip of my nose with my index finger. Alcohol and various drugs screw up your proprioception, which is why the police use something like that as part of their roadside field sobriety tests. I bring all this up because I want to show you why your proprioception is critical to your shooting skills. In a real-life self-defense situation, you have to keep your eyes locked on the threat or threats at all times. You probably won't have the time or opportunity to look your magazine into the weapon while fighting for your life. Nor should you block your vision to the threat with your weapon, getting it into your workspace while reloading. So, here's how you practice on honing your proprioception to save your life or move up a class in your competitive shooting league. Starting with your hands together, extended, primary hand in a fist, pull your primary hand about halfway in and to the bottom of your peripheral vision, about 6 to 8 inches away from and level with your chin. You can see the threat. You're still looking at the threat, yet you can see the fist of your primary hand. Now, dip your support hand down to your belt, extend your index finger. Here's the proprioception part. For the purpose of this exercise, don't do it in a real fight. Close your eyes and touch the tip of your support hand index finger to your primary hand's little finger, somewhere between that finger's distal and proximal interphalangeal joints to illustrate this. Professional shooters position their magazine so when they grab a magazine from their belt, it is positioned so their index finger ends up about an inch below the top round in the magazine at the front of the magazine thusly. This way, when you do that skill I taught you, by the time your fingers touch, the top of the magazine is already in the mag well. To be truthful, I never have that 1.5 second reload. I used to back when I was young, dumb, and ugly, but that was 30 years ago. Those high-level professional or semi-professional shooters also minimize their draw and reload time by having gear optimized for the match. They have a special, and I mean expensive belt, an outside the waistband speed holster, and their magazines are outside of the belt and tilted to an optimum degree between their 8 o'clock and their 11 o'clock. And they practice with this setup for probably an hour plus every day. Me, I have an off-the-rack belt that barely holds my pants up, an off-the-shelf inside the waistband holster, and a $15 Blackhawk double-stacked magazine holder for one magazine. Only when I'm doing specific drills that require 2 reloads do I wear a double magazine pouch. No matter the mag pouch, it's under my EDC vest at the 8 o'clock. And Maybe I get 10 minutes a day of practice. I will never be as good as I once was, and I understand that. I'm trying to stay in the respectable range. This means I have to pay attention to every hack and cheat code I can.
What's that shit on your chest?
Crisco, Bardol, Vagisil. Any one of them will give you another 2 to 3 inches drop on your curveball. Haven't got an arm like yours. I got to put anything on it I can find. Someday you will too.
I'm trying to teach you how to maximize your skills. My way of doing this is to get you to consider the why of the way we do things. There is a difference between rote learning and understanding learning. All of those pro shooters and instructors out there who show you to use your index finger on the front of the magazine are rote instructing you. You do it because these people tell you to do it that way. They never told you why that works. Well, maybe some of them do. I'm teaching you to understand why we do that and not say the thumb along the back of the magazine like we did decades ago. Understanding the hack also allows us to try different variations with an informed demeanor. For example, you're alone in an elevator. Close your eyes, bring your dominant hand up to your chin, and start your support hand from your belt. Bring your support hand, index finger up, and touch the index finger of your dominant hand to your dominant hand pinky between the distal and maximal interphalangeal joints. Do that several times until the elevator opens, or the elevator stops and the doors open. You just got a few reloading reps in and no one is the wiser. If someone catches you in the act, tell them you're doing a TikTok dance. My lesson here is don't do something only because you're told to do it like that. Understand the logic, the process, and details on why that works and why something else different doesn't. Stay safe, stay bullet-free. Tell your family you love them every day. Have yourselves a wonderful day.
If you made it this far, thank you. If you liked this content, please hit the like button to show your support. Help me get the word out by subscribing to my channel, and don't forget to turn notifications on so you know when I post new content. If you think this content would help your friends, the share button helps you get it out to your social media. Comments mean a lot to me, good or bad. Please leave one. All right, go forth and have a most excellent day.